All right, let's jump right into what is, no joke, one of the most profound conversations ever recorded. We're talking about the Bhagavad Gita. Now, you might have heard of it, but what is it really? Well, it's a core text in Hindu philosophy. It's actually a pretty short piece of a much, much bigger ancient epic called the Mahabharata. But don't let its size fool you. The wisdom packed in there is just immense. And the whole thing, the entire conversation, takes place in maybe the most dramatic setting you can imagine. A battlefield, just moments before a huge war is about to kick off. So picture this. You're standing on a sacred plain, what's called the Field of Dharma. On either side of you, stretching as far as you can see, are two gigantic armies. They're ready to go. This isn't just any battle. It's going to decide the fate of an entire kingdom. But here's the twist. This isn't a war against a foreign invader. No, this is a civil war. It's a single, powerful family that's been completely torn in two. You can just feel the tension in the air, right? War horns are blaring. It's about to go down. Okay, so now I want you to step into the shoes of our hero. He's this legendary warrior named Arjuna. He has his chariot driven out into that no man's land right between the two armies so he can get a good look. And what he sees, well, it shatters him. He's not looking at faceless enemies. He's looking at his own family, his cousins, his beloved teachers, his granduncles, even friends he played with as a kid. Can you even imagine? This is the absolute core of the whole story. The enemy is his own blood. So to get a little more specific, you've got two sides of the same family, the Bharatas. On our hero Arjuna's side, you have the Pandavas. They're considered the good guys, the rightful heirs, and they've even got the god's favor. Then, on the other side, you've got the Kauravas. These are Arjuna's cousins, and they're the ones who stole the throne. Plus, their army is way, way bigger. The whole thing is a throwdown for their ancestral kingdom, Hastinapura. And when Arjuna sees this, when it all becomes real, he just completely falls apart. I mean, the horror of it all just washes over him. He thinks, what's the point? Any victory would be meaningless, totally tainted by the blood of his own family. So in this moment of just total despair, his famous bow slips from his hands, and he tells his charioteer, I can't. I will not fight. Yeah, but here's the thing. His charioteer isn't just some guy. It's his best friend and his most trusted advisor, Krishna. And Krishna's reaction? It's not what you'd expect. He doesn't say, there, it'll be okay. Nope. He's sharp. He calls Arjuna out, basically telling him this is cowardice, a weakness that a great warrior like him should be ashamed of. And bam, that's it. That's the spark that ignites the whole conversation, the very core of the Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna's first move is to just completely reframe the situation. He tells Arjuna, look, your grief is based on a total illusion. He explains that what Arjuna calls killing is just destroying a body. The real you, the Atman, the soul, that can't be touched. It's eternal. It was never born. It will never die. Krishna uses this amazing analogy. It's like taking off old clothes and putting on new ones. The soul just sheds an old body and gets a new one. So what are you really grieving? There's no real death here. Okay, next up, Krishna hits him with another concept, Dharma. This is basically your sacred duty, your righteous path, your purpose in the grand scheme of things. And he reminds Arjuna, you are a kshatriya, you're a warrior. Your Dharma is to fight for what's right. So for him to back down now, right on the edge of a just war, well, that wouldn't be noble. It would be a total disgrace. He'd be abandoning his entire reason for being. But Arjuna's no fool. He's still struggling, and he comes back with a fantastic question. He's like, wait a minute. Everything I've ever learned says that enlightenment comes from not acting, from restraining your desires. So he asks, if chilling out and doing nothing is the path to peace, why on earth are you telling me to go engage in the most violent action imaginable? And you have to admit, it sounds like a total contradiction, right? And this is where the conversation goes to a whole new level. Krishna's answer is mind-blowing. He says, look, you can't avoid action. It's just part of being alive. The real issue, the thing that causes all the pain, isn't what you do. It's your attachment to the outcome. It's that craving for victory, the fear of losing, the need for a pat on the back. That's the trap. That's the source of all our suffering. So Krishna lays out a roadmap for him. He describes this ideal person, a tyagi, and how they operate. It's actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, figure out your duty, your dharma. Step 2, go do that thing and do it to the absolute best of your ability. But step 3, and this is the big one, the real game changer, you have to completely let go of the results. Give up any attachment to the outcome. You do it just because it's your duty.
And that practice, that discipline, that's a form of yoga. And it's the path to real freedom.
So at this point, you could imagine Arjuna's head is spinning. This is way beyond how to win a battle. This is deep, spiritual stuff. And he starts looking over at his friend Krishna, the guy driving his chariot, and thinking, who are you? I mean, where is all this cosmic wisdom coming from? This is not your average charioteer. And then, the big reveal. Krishna finally tells him, he says, Arjuna, I'm not just a man. I am an incarnation of the Supreme Being, of Vishnu. He explains that whenever things get really out of whack on Earth, whenever Dharma is fading, he comes down to set things right. So let that sink in. Arjuna isn't just getting a pep talk from his buddy. He's getting a direct lesson from God himself. And just to prove it, Krishna gives Arjuna this divine sight and shows him his true cosmic form. And what Arjuna sees is just, it's impossible to describe. It's both terrifying and beautiful. A being made of pure light with endless mouths and eyes, countless arms. And inside this form, Arjuna can see the entire universe. All the gods, every living thing, all of creation is right there inside Krishna. It's a vision that no one, not even the other gods, had ever seen before. Well, seeing that pretty much erases any last shred of doubt Arjuna might have had. He's completely overwhelmed, filled with a mix of sheer terror and absolute devotion. He gets it now. Everything Krishna has been saying isn't just some nice philosophy. It's divine truth. It's the law of the universe. And that means the advice to fight isn't just a friendly suggestion anymore. It's a divine command. So this is it. The choice is laid out for him, plain as day. Path number 1, stay stuck in despair, drop his weapon, abandon his duty, and live the rest of his life in shame. Or path number 2, take Krishna's way. Step up, do his duty as a warrior, but totally detached from whether he wins or loses. This is the path that will purify his spirit and let him fulfill his true purpose. And with everything laid bare like this, having seen the universe itself, Arjuna makes his choice. He looks at Krishna and says, my delusion is gone. He finally understands. He knows what he has to do. He reaches down, picks up his legendary bow, and says he's ready. He will fight. The internal battle is over. Now, the real war can begin. So let's just quickly boil down the core message from this whole incredible exchange. What are the big takeaways? First, the soul is eternal, so don't get too hung up on the body. It's just a temporary vehicle. Second, everybody has a purpose, a sacred duty, a dharma, and it is crucial that we fulfill it. And maybe the biggest one of all, real freedom, true liberation, comes from doing your duty with everything you've got while being completely unattached to the results. You do the work for the sake of the work. And that, right there, is why the Gita is still so powerful thousands of years later. Its central conflict isn't just for some warrior prince on an ancient battlefield. It's for you. It's for me. It's for all of us. And it leaves us with a really powerful question to chew on. What is your duty? What is your dharma in this life? And maybe more importantly, can you find the strength to do it with everything you have, without being attached to where it all ends up?